Oh, this is Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. And, it looked good, so we're going to play it and we're going to see what we can do. And, it might be spooky for Halloween. It might not be. But it's supposed to be a good game, so. Okay, there is a big mouse pointer in the middle of the screen, so I'm just going to move that to the side and we're going to ignore it. It's on nothing. Even though I've got the controller playing, it's ignore the mouse pointer. You probably didn't even. I don't know. You probably did, because it should show through the Elgato, right? It's not like it, one of those where you're just doing screen recording through OBS on the same PC where you're like, is the mouse visible, is it not? No, it's always visible. Through the Elgato. Water. And horizon. Okay, I see trees in the distance. I see someone in a boat.
Hello.
Hello.
Who are you?
The player.
Doesn't matter. Welcome.
I am welcomed.
You're safe with me.
Am I? Are you sure about that?
Right here. Nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others.
In my left ear. Is he sailing on a log?
Tell you about Senua. Now her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
So she's dead. I'm guessing by the sounds of that. She's already dead with the big skull on her head. On her ass, I mean. Yes, and it's breathing. Hello. She sees us.
This is a journey deep into darkness.
And insanity, clearly, you can already tell.
Stories after this one.
Why is some of her hair like invisible strands and like okay. Liking long boats? He's already dead, yes. Okay, are we in control yet?
I never told you of the others.
Mental health advisor. The voices, yes, I think I heard them.
They've been around ever since the tragedy.
Was she hit on the head?
Some are old, some are new, but
Some are borrowed, some are blue.
changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
If they're the voices in her head, of course it changed her if it changed the voices in her head. I saw a bird and a dead body. Well, I see all the dead bodies on the right now, actually, on spikes and things.
Up ahead.
Ignore the dead bodies.
You see it too? Yes. It is real after all. She's
I saw a bit of a big subtitle at the top for a split second. I don't know what that was, but
hell.
is that part of the insanity or is it just broken? I see the big demon thing, yes.
Go back.
Well, she's not listening to the voices, is she? Keeping on. That one almost looks like he's sort of like praying into perspective and floating. Ball ags. Ball sacks almost.
The sick. The slain.
And the washing that's hanging on the line, except it's a flag.
Fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still.
The river Styx.
This is not a place of rest.
They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you.
Well, I mean, it's designed to keep you out, isn't it?
Watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching?
Can you see the viewers of YouTube and Twitch watching? They are watching.
You're so close to darkness. Go back.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Who's breathing if they're all dead? That one's not as posed, is he? He's just like bent over on a spike.
What's she thinking?
That's what she's thinking. Why is that one not posed to look intimidating? That was just a dead, impaled body.
Wouldn't you be?
And there's a body just floating in the water. Did he fall off his stick? Was he placed that way?
By now, after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger.
If the guy's been dead for many years, for some reason I thought 9 years, did it say that? And not say it in the subtitles?
But it's always there, just out of
9 years is a long time, you know. Surely you're over him by now.
It's like it knows that just
They're all hung on the ceiling.
is all you need to see its suffocating power.
Well, I mean, if it's just about in vision, you know, then it's not really out of sight, is it? It's just enough for you to know that it's there looming, just slightly obscured.
I think she's brave to go on this journey on her own.
But she isn't. She's got a talking skull on her ass, and the voice is in her head. And
Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper.
the skull's got a bit of a jiggle on it, hasn't it? It's very much alive. It's just there nodding away. Or is that her shaking in fear? No, I think it's just the collision glitching a bit. Well, she made it. In her weird carved out tree that would have been better just being made into a boat, because I don't think a carved out tree like that's actually going to float that well with a person on it. They're kind of heavy.
What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking.
No, she's looking at us. She wants our help.
It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know.
She'll know.
Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
Okay, she talks to us in her mind as well. Okay.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much
That went very quick for a tiny little kick. You know, she's got a powerful kick.
and worse to look forward to.
And you can still smell to that, you know that.
Why don't you join us?
Join us.
Maybe you two have a part to play in this.
Us. A part. We are playing the whole story. That guy looks like he's taking a piss with his hands posed like that. Also, that right up the ass, isn't it? They didn't need to make a hole for that spike to go in. That just went right in there. I mean, you know, if you're going to impale someone, that's that's the target that you start with, right? You don't need to make a hole there. It just goes right in, and you don't have to worry about anything. You know, taking it out the other end. It probably comes out the other end a bit easier than, you know, going in the first place, but it kind of makes it
Really?
easy.
Focus, Senua. Focus. Focus and you'll see. What happens if you focus?
What happens if you tell me what button is to focus?
Do not forget my stories, Senua, because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there.
I thought that was Sean Bean for a moment.
They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to hell's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After
So we could burn one of the corpses and go straight to hell.
follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there,
Helheim.
across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
A river of knives. I've heard of the river Styx, I've not heard of a river of knives. Pardon me? That sounds quite painful to cross. Okay. I don't know if there's going to be loot and things, but you know, I have to look to see if there is loot, right? Right, let's get a move on. And we might need to focus. Should just cross that perfectly fine. Do we need to light this? Like, that's clearly a torch to be lit. Also, that plank looks like it might be over a trap. Go back, go back. I mean, right the way back to the beginning? Are we not meant to be paying attention to the voices? Nah, I think they're just lying to us. Also, she's breathing very heavily like she's scared, but I don't believe it. Are we a coward? We went forwards. I don't need to run. Darkness.
Yearn for life. Hungers for it. Like a pack of wolves on the hunt. But she's not stopping.
Well, I'm not necessarily finding a control to run. I pressed every control there whilst we were in the bit there. Should I have taken the torch with me? I think taking the torch with me might have been a bit smarter than, you know, casually walking. But sure, we don't need to run. That's a cool effect though, with the light rays. That's what we say to the many-faced gods. Not today. And suddenly it's bright. Well, there was actually no scare there, but let's focus. Well, I don't know. I couldn't really figure out a run control. I'm guessing I was meant to tutorialize it, but it didn't really work.
Land of mist and fog.
That's just a shrine to a dragon.
He said.
I don't think there's an actual demon in there. Hello, piglets! Hello, hello!
Which flies to the walls of hell. The place they call.
I don't think this is the River of Knives. Oh, is that the head of the guy that is dead? Okay. It does look an interesting game. It might be a bit spooky. We're just carrying someone's head on our ass that's definitely not dead. And, you know, we've got many voices talking to us. But, you know, it's an interesting narrative exploration-y game, I think.
There's no doubt about it.
And I think we're trying to either revive this dead guy or
The goddess.
pass him on to the next world. I'm not sure. But we've only just started, so, you know, should be interesting to figure out.
Her dear beloved. Dillian.
Dillian? I've heard of Dylan. I've not heard of Dillian. Ah, I found the run button. It actually works now. Ironically, she was running most of it until us at that one particular point.
Why doesn't she turn back?
You don't need to turn back.
He's already dead.
But we are going to explore
But his soul
Helheim. Whatever's going on in this area, it's suddenly very laggy though. It's just loading in everything. It's fine. Yeah, it's a very pretty game for certain.
It's true. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it.
The bridge to Helheim. Only the dead may cross it.
To forget.
But what if we go under it?
Fool said there was a hidden path into it. Let's see, shall we?
Well, we're looking for hidden paths. Well, that's a way up there, maybe. But we're going to explore. Have you got any plans for the weekend yourself? Are you up to much? Also, you know, I'm very late to starting the stream. Right, so we can concentrate on these and not Sean Bean will speak to us.
The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Valhalla. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim, and that is where you must travel.
Nordic lore. But are we going to meet Thor? Or I can't go look behind the mountain, behind the waterfall. Typical Nordic lore. The bridge is down. Does she? A girl has to climb? I was already looking down. I'm gonna look down. I mean, was there something else over there that I have to go explore. Like, there might be something back there. Guarantee there's something over there. Because we didn't go look. We just went to the first thing that we found. And that's, you know, sure, climbing up. There's a bridge over the River Kwai, but we're not going to Uruguay. We're looking to see if there are secrets. Why would this exist if... Oh, just for show. Okay, many dead bodies. Okay, apparently there's nothing over there. Well, you know, I had to look. There might have been something special. We must be going the long way round, I guess. Must definitely be going the long way round. They are making the sequel to this as well, so there's another one. Senua's something. It's not Senua's Sacrifice, that's this one. Can't remember. Saw it in like the EGX trailers and things. They look cool as well. Go on, fall. No, I will not. Voices in my head. Okay, so I'm guessing we're going in the mountain and round and up there. Down is down. I don't need to go up. So I'm going to argue with the voices in the game's head.
Go back now. No, this is it. The hidden path.
And that's her voice, the one that's more determined. That's her actual voice. The other ones are just her insanity. Okay, do we focus on this to open it?
He's going to hurt you.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them. Don't listen.
Another voice.
Just hiding. I find I live longer that way. Don't listen. I'll never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you? Just a memory.
Drew? Is that you?
So does he haunt us in the darkness?
Tales of the Northmen. They call me Ruth. A liar.
He's lost.
An old fool. Truth is my truth.
It's good to
I also see that red glow. Okay, that's literally a demon. Ignore him. Watch the demon that's also closer.
Stories of hell. If I may walk with you.
He's the liar. I don't think we want him.
I'm listening.
The runes
Are we listening?
seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
I can see one.
It's an M.
Its eye. Find one like it to open the gate.
So I need to look for another M? Metroid's hidden M? Oh, wow. I see a few.
And you will find it.
Aha.
Towards the gate.
That's clever, actually. Like, that's just in the shadow. Ignore all the stupid glowing M's. That's actually an M. That was clever.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it.
It was probably never locked, but her insanity prevented her opening it.
spent 6 years enslaved in hell. But I watched the Northmen, learnt their ways.
I know you did.
King of the North.
Listen, when everyone else laughed,
Is that her boyfriend?
people paid the heavy price. Carry my stories with you.
Like his skull.
We will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Okay, I think Druth is Damien. Whatever his name was.
Voice joins us. She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here.
This doesn't look that safe.
You can stand on the edge. Pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near.
I wonder if you can
To make
die on this.
them slip. You can't
As it went a bit dark. I think we could have fallen off there if I didn't push back the other way. Okay, Sean Bean, tell me a story.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on their side, and yet much worse than her father's.
Well, Loki is bad, isn't he?
The Allfather cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed,
Dillion,
and with her you must bargain.
not Damien. Dillion. Yes, of course. Well, I mean, you know, if you die of sickness, old age, or, you know, anything that isn't war, I guess. Are we meant to be going down there? No secrets? Guess we do go down there. You know, it's not the Viking way, is it? You have to die in the midst of battle to get into Asgard. Right? Which, you know, Klingons are definitely not based on the same thing remotely, are they? No! We'll die a glorious death in battle. It's definitely not Klingons. But yeah, like, you know. But you can only be resurrected if you've died of natural causes or, you know, old age or sickness or things like that. The fight begins. I don't think we're in the place yet.
Stay back. Look at it. You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead.
I don't think we should open it somehow.
The face of Hela herself.
Also, we didn't cross the bridge into the place yet.
Goddess that rules over
So, you know, we can see that from looking out the window.
horrors lie behind.
Why? I don't want you to open it. That's not the right door. Also, it's got the eternal snake. It's not a Ouroboros, but it's got a snake and a Celtic knots. Okay. Who is here? Is it a battle? The darkness. Darkness consumes. I see that symbol over there. I didn't take him.
You took him from me. I beg you. Let him go. I'll give you what you want.
You're using your voice this time as well, rather than your, like, thoughts in your heads.
Just give him back.
Ours? Decay. I mean, you did say you'd give him what you want. This was the deal you just made. This is literally the deal that you did just make. Hello, Rutger Hauer Demon. Too slow. I can play games. Did I? Did I? Okay, this guy seems a bit prepared. Okay, I tried to parry. I was a bit too fast, apparently.
End it now. This is nearly the end.
What way are you gonna take? Damn it! I need to do a cool parry again.
Can't do it.
Ouch. You spawned in on me. That's a bit dirty. Okay. That was a bit unfair. That was scripted. My sword wouldn't fight him. Okay, we got a hit on him in the end, but, you know, when I first attacked, it went through. I tried to run because I saw 3 of them. But that, you know, we got 1 hit in, but that was clearly scripted. I wonder if you can beat that somehow, but no button was dodge, you know. And it's interesting how then he sort of knows, okay, he actually did die. This is the deal that you made.
Of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason.
Okay, every time she fails, the rock grows. I see.
And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her.
So every time you fail, you get more rocks. This is the dark bargain you made, Senua.
All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
Or you could chop off the limb and save it. You know, save the rest of the body and, you know, cut off the rod before it takes hold throughout your entire body. The dark rod will grow each time you fail, yes. You did just say that. If the rod reaches Senua's head, her quest is over. Okay. Permadeath? And all progress will be lost. But do we have to have lost that? Because, you know, half my attacks went through that guy. I guess he wasn't fully loaded in, perhaps. Or maybe, you know, that's intended. Just to tutorialize this.
That is what Dillian.
Well, she's unwrapped the heads. Skull is now out.
The dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul.
Yes, you're still alive. Never give up.
Has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow. Whatever the cost.
You'd never cross the bridge, though. We saw her out the window. You haven't got to the bridge in.
Listen,
This is not the right place.
the goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravn. Spill their blood.
Okay, bosses.
Open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
Got it.
It won't
I pick you.
Why can't you?
Valravn, ancestor of the seers and master of ravens. He hunts his prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains.
We teleported in. His skulls.
Follow the path to Valravn and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
Does this give us powers as well? Like maybe the power of fire would be good. and better than the power of illusion. I don't know. Branching paths? Who's to say? That's something to focus on, right? Is.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice.
Burry!
In shape,
Burrito?
he was like a man, big.
In shape, he was like a burrito.
His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
Odin wasn't even the original father of the gods. Okay. Sure. I did not really necessarily know that. I'm not, you know, I don't study every ancient religion and lore and things. I know a lot about some of this stuff, but, you know, I don't know everything. As we learn more. That was darkness, by the way, so don't want to stay in the darkness. Okay. See the symbol. First we explore. Why is this bridge? What is it for? Maybe we're meant to look at the gate first and be like, ah, find the symbol out here.
It's a door. No,
Bridge.
push it. Push it down. Do you think we'll have it? Come on. Come on. Push it. She did it. She did it.
Yes, she did it. Filthy Hobbit says. Okay, there's a gate to the Demon Lords. Now, if I was smart, that would open a gate in her mind because, you know, okay, we probably need to... Is the weather getting darker? That's the problem. The darkness is going to come.
Illusion hides the path to Valravn. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
You mean like I already kind of did and saw that there was a archway there, which if we look at it from that specific angle, will clearly open a portal into the place, right? You know, I'm one step ahead of you in my mind. Look at it from a different angle. Oh, look, it's open.
Something was different. Can you see?
We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? Once we do,
But I already saw it.
we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there.
Is this the pit from Mortal Shell, that the big giant bird's demon thing? Just pretend we don't see through the wall. Beyond the veil that we're supposed to be able to see. It's snowing. Nope, the sun is out.
Close her eyes. However hard she tried. Begged.
Goodness. Let's keep moving before the darkness consumes. There's some light.
This is the price she pays for seeing things differently.
Death?
Because once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that
It
lurks within
looks back.
can see
Yes.
you too.
Don't look too hard into the darkness because the darkness looks back. Never look into the abyss too long. Don't look around too much. The darkness will get you. Okay. Du-du-du-dum.
Capable warrior. Remember your training.
Excuse me. Okay, we've got a dog. I couldn't parry this one. But we can dodge. Okay, the dodges are working now. They didn't work in the tutorialization. So, you know, I'll just have you know. I pressed the buttons that are now dodges and they didn't work during that. Your thoughts?
It's nearly over. Surrounding her. She's going to lose.
No, she's not. She will never lose. I realise you said they're surrounding her, but I'm better than that. Okay, that's like a stand break thing, I guess we're doing there. Okay. You were very slow. Excuse me? I went through you. I call shenanigans. I call absolute shenanigans that went through you. I dare that. I should not have gone through you.
Not stop her. She will find what she's looking for.
Maybe the first one wasn't a tutorialized death. Maybe we could have beat it. But they became incorporeal. Like, the attacks were not hitting them. Might have been a way, you know. Maybe if we held out long enough, they would have become corporeal. Let's look for the sign, I guess, again.